Hey, welcome back to the channel. Put another quarter in. I'm Jedi. Today we're going to talk about a couple things. I keep getting asked different questions about weapons and weapon stats and how do you make them better and all this. So let's go over a couple things real quick. We're just going to... I got a couple different hammers right here. I'm going to show you a couple things real fast. These are all pretty decent. Now, what you initially want to look at is your modifiers, your very top row, your damage, crowd control, penetration in your weapons. And that number over in the right, that 350 that I have for this one, the max that can be is 380. And the maximum percentage that you can have for any of your modifiers is 80%. So I have 80% on penetration and 80% on first target. Now, as you're coming up through the ranks, and you don't really want to come over and waste all your resources over here at the shrine. You just really want to keep checking in with Brunt over here at the armory.
Assistance is available.
And you can check the regular requisition weapons. Now, these flip every hour on the hour. So once you got your weapon that you like, you come over and, hey, look, there's a 354. Look at the stats and the modifiers on it. And as you're coming up through the ranks, you'll see that there's better and better ones. So just find those weapons that you like and just buy whatever one is in the... Like, if I was raising my Zealot and I was whatever level, this would probably be better than the one that I have in my hand. Coming back after you finish a mission, just grab it. It'll be cheap. It's just gold, doesn't cost any resources. And just use that until you level up a couple times and just come back, buy another one. And if you're not seeing the weapons that you're looking for in the list, come down to the armory over here and just buy one. You can buy any of your melees. Like, you can come right down and buy a gray Crucius hammer right off the right out of the thing. Now, it's just going to be gray. So when you buy it...
Completed.
Now that rolled as a 347 right there. Gray weapon, nothing else. So it's got good damage. It's got 77 damage on it, 78 crowd control. Now, one of these is going to be bunk. One of these is going to be bunk. So you're going to have a low one. Like, first target is 56. So, you know, crowd control is pretty good. Defenses is good. You know, so we're going to keep this. Now, when you go to level these new weapons up, it doesn't change any of what these numbers are. So when you see a gray weapon in the store, don't necessarily think it's bad. Immediately look over at your modifiers and look over to that number in the corner, because your ratings number that's above it, up in the area where you've got the image of the hammer, that's going to go up because we're going to start adding perks and we're going to start adding blessings and all that to this. So you come on over, and then once you get what you're looking for, and this really is, you're getting higher level, you come over to the shrine.
The tools of war are the tools by which the Omnissiah will reshape the galaxy.
Come over to the shrine, and as you start leveling stuff up, it costs more and more resources, which is why I'm very low. I spent a few $100,000 trying to roll out a couple different weapons, trying to buy them out of the armory like that, rolled nice and high. So you come over, and the stats on this, if this was just a gray hammer, it would be a 350, like that last one that we just got that was a 347. But since this has 2 perks and 2 blessings on it, it adds those numbers to it, so your overall rating number ends up being a 505. So you really just want to roll out a really solid gray weapon with great stats, or buy one of the ones, you know, if you go over and, hey, Sour Milk's got a weekly one that's really good, well then, you know, buy that. This is a 375, which I'm in the process of rolling this out and making it better. So when you come over here, you've got your perks and then you have blessings, and you can only re-roll out 2 of these on your weapon. So you can roll out, like, and you'll see the little cog with the wrench. I rolled that out to 25% damage to mechanics. Maniacs. So, and to do that, you would come over and you would click on it and you would come over to refine weapon and then you can roll that back out. Now, once you've rolled out one slot, you can roll that slot out as many times as you want, but you only get to roll out 2 of them. So if you want to come down and you want to change one of your blessings, well, you come down and you hit re-bless, and that allows you to change one of these. And you can change those out. Now, you can only change these out for ones that you have ripped from another one. And when you rip it, it has got to be the exact item. So, like on this one right here, I'm going to show you. This is an old one that I want to get rid of, and I don't have either of those blessings. I don't have Thunderstrike level 2 or Thrust level 3 for the Crucius Thunderhammer. Now, if you want to rip a blessing or apply a blessing, it is only applicable to that exact weapon type that you're using. I can't come down and try to use, and try to use and rip something from this Iron Helm and put it on a Crucius. It doesn't work like that. If you want to apply something to a Crucius, it has to have been ripped from a Crucius. So, and when you rip something, it automatically destroys the item. So we're going to destroy this hammer by doing it, but what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to select it, and we're going to type Earn Blessing. So then we're going to come over and we want this Thrust level 3. So what you do is you come over and you select it, and then it says to surrender weapon, so you're going to be destroying it. Surrender it. Bang.
I trust you are pleased.
Now, if you look over on the side, it says added to war gear. Now, if I want to go down and I want to add that, if I want to change, see, I have Thrust level 4 on here, so I don't want to change that. But you could come in and hit Re-Bless and change it, and now, over on the side, in the level 3, I have the Thrust level 2, or the Thrust level 3, and so this is how you earn these other blessings to apply them to your other weapons. So when you're going through the stores, if you have extra money or you have extra weekly resources from Sour Milk, and you see something really good, like that's where I got this hammer from Sour Milk, and it didn't cost me anything but weekly tokens. So it's a nice hammer. It's, you know, 375 over 350. Now, I like everything but the penetration on it. So I'm a little off on that, but it's rolled out pretty well. It already came with 20% unyielding, 20% to maniacs. So I'm going to roll this up to gold and see what I get on it for the final. And if I get something that I don't like or something I'm not going to use, well, then I'm going to do exactly what I just did with that other hammer to that one, so that I can eventually get all the stuff that I want to get for my hammer. Because min-maxing is a pain in the ass, and it costs a lot of resources and a lot of gold. So don't do it on your way up. Don't worry about as you're leveling your character. Just come over here and buy these from Brunt, because Brunt's changes every hour on the hour. So I got 17 minutes, and then this whole stack's going to flip again, and there'll be something new. And maybe you just find that new weapon that's better than the one you've got. And as you're leveling up, that's pretty common. And you'll find green ones, you'll find blue ones, you'll find gray ones. And sometimes the gray one will be the best out of the bunch. But not always. But as you're leveling up, just buy whatever's best of the weapon you got, or use whatever the best weapon you've got for that situation. And then when you get up and hit level 30, then start min-maxing your stuff. But keep all your resources because they're valuable. You don't want to waste them. They take a long time to get. And you can just buy these for gold, which you get for every mission no matter what you do. You know, so it's much easier to waste the gold on getting those than it is to waste the plasteel to try to keep upgrading and upgrading and upgrading. Just save all that until you're level 30. And over here on Mr. Sour Milk, here we go. This guy,
a little air, please.
He gives you weekly
wish to
contracts
share
that you
your
can beat, and it gives you
enviable
tokens,
aroma.
and then those are applied to the daily acquisitions. These flip every day at 7 p.m. East Coast time, so whatever that is for you. And these flip every day, and they cost those tokens. Now your tokens are applicable through all of the characters that you have, the same as your gold and your resources. So, if you always keep, I would say probably 3,000. Don't go below 3,000, and keep that in case he pops up a weapon that you absolutely must have. For one of your characters, because there's always some kind of I forget if it's dum-dum rounds for the veteran, surge for the void strike staff, and those will pop up, and it'll be on there. Like this shotgun's got full bore. Maybe there's somebody that is 100% chasing that blessing. Well, this is a good way to get them, and it doesn't cost you any gold. And these accumulate pretty often. Like I buy the blessings or the curios more than anything else, because he ends up getting some really good curios that you can kind of work around. Today's isn't so good. They're all level 3s down for the perks. Sometimes you get level 4s and they're all those 25s, and they're really good. And some days they're just great, and they cost $12.50. So I got 71.90 of them right now. So flip through, check all your characters every day, because he's got good stuff. It flips daily, and his contracts flip weekly. But you need to come over and actually view your contracts to activate them for the week for each character. They don't just start. And don't really bother with the mystery acquisitions. These are kind of shit. Occasionally you will get something good, but you only get to pick melee weapon, ranged weapon, or curio. And yeah, most of the times it just gives you shit. It's not really going to give you what you're looking for. I would just wait and buy them out of here where you can specifically buy what you're looking for, or go over and spend the gold over and over with Brunt.
How may this humble unit assist you?
Come over to Brunt, go into the grays, and just start rolling these out for gold and hope you get good rolls. And if you don't get good rolls, well, then you can just come back into your operative, come back into anything you got, like, oh, hey, whatever, and you just go down and it says hold Y to sell item, and selling the item will give you gold, a limited amount of gold back. Guys, I hope that helped everybody. I've gotten a lot of questions from that, from people in the stream and just other buddies and all that just didn't understand. And if you're kind of new to, Dartide, just getting it, because it came out on Xbox, or some of your buddies played it when it first came out. It's been out for about a year. We've got some returning players, and it's just been a question of inquiry. So guys, again, just a real quick recap on your weapon. Your gray number, your gray weapon right there, 347, those numbers never change. As you increase the color of your weapon, only your perks and your blessings change. So you want a really solid gray number start to begin with a max of 380 and a maximum percentage of 80% on any slot. So I have 80% on penetration first target. That's the max they can get. Now those can increase through other blessings and perks and other things that come up through your talent tree. So you can get above that. But on your weapon, that's the base that you can get, and the best you got. Well, guys, I hope it helped you. Check us out every Sunday night. And also check out our merch store. The link is down below. Grab yourselves a t-shirt if you like what we do and you want to support the channel. That's the best way to do so. But like, subscribe, all that good happy horse shit for social media. We'll see you next time.